Jazz, let's check out your first run here at the Bromley Stubbie Slalom. We'll watch it in regular motion and slow it down.
Nice run right there, Brian. Wow, it's Peter's son.
Yes, it was a nice run. Absolutely. You won the run, which is great. Great job. Congrats on that. But the good news is you could have gone even faster. First off, great start. You can see a little kick start up there. Skate once, skate twice, skate a little bit more. That's perfect. That was probably the fastest to the first gate. Excellent job. Came through here, really nice looking turn here. Nice angles, getting the feet off from underneath you. Nice level shoulders. Matching angles of the skis, parallel shafts of the shins. Got a nice pole plant out forward, which is good. I will say here, however, kind of started that turn too early. If you looked at that, I mean, from here, and you're actually going to arc and carve the turn and pressure the ski, where do you think you'd end up? Well inside the stubby. So you had to just lay off here, kind of do nothing, hang, go straight, not really pressure, wait, straight, get your tips around, and now you're going to start pressuring. So you're pressuring below, you had no direction down, and you're kind of, there's all your pressure. You see the downhill ski being bent well below the gate, so you're off on this low straight line. So sometimes we got to be patient. We got to get out to rise line before starting that turn, which gives us the room to bring turn shape back to the pole, so we have our direction done as we pass the pole. Because you're running that low late line here, you had to kind of chuck them a little bit sideways. Again, not much direction. Trying to a little bit behind it. You're below it here. Fighting, which is great. You fought the whole way down, dude. It was awesome. You were in a full send mode, but still kind of behind it. Now you a little bit back into it here. Back now, now you're back in line. Pretty good direction coming out. It appeared to me like you didn't really have to do that. I understand sometimes, yes, sometimes these things are tight, and sometimes you have to what I call redirect, or what you're doing there. But we're looking ideally to keep snow contact, and I don't know if that was necessary. I think you could have just carried the turn out to rise line, that imaginary line drawn up the hill, and I think you could have had your skis intersecting rise line, going out, pointing away from the pole, so you can bring turn shape back. But you elected to kind of, pivot the top, redirect, what do you want to call it. And, the landing is hard. You come down pretty hard because you're in the air pretty high. I think if you want to do that or need to do that, I don't think we need to jump as high, because the higher you jump, the harder you're coming down, and you can't really, it's not a soft landing here. You're fighting, big spray, kind of skidding a little bit. So keep that in mind. But, nice looking turn here. Here's what we're talking about. We're intersect rise line right now with our skis pointing where? Out and away from the pole. Gives us the ability to bring shape back to the pole. Really nice looking turn. Pole plant, great turn. Again, you went for the old redirect, and I think, again, it's just a little bit much. Don't know if you needed it, quite honestly, but maybe a little bit. But I think the less you go in the air, the better. Here you jump up pretty high, redirect them a bit, come down, and you just got to manage that. It's got to be where you're going to jump in the air, redirect slightly, and come in and engage immediately. And it's just pretty hard. You see the big skid, and you're skidding low because it's not easy to, it wasn't a soft landing. So you're, in the back seat here, running a low line. Right here, obviously, you have no elevation. What we call elevation, meaning the space above the gate and the rise line. Ain't anything there, so we're running that low line, the bad boy line there. Trying to catch up. The good thing is you didn't throw him sideways. You kept him going, so you were taking it down the hill, even though you were, running this low, late bad boy line. But what saved you here was the undergate, finally. All right, that saves you. That extra time got you back on line. And look at that. We're talking about intersecting rise line with where's our skis pointing? Out and away, so we bring a nice shape back. Beautiful looking turn. Sit on the outside ski. Oh, great. From here on in, now you're ahead of the course. The whole way down to the finish, just ripping it. Nice exit there on the flush, and just ahead of it from the undergate. Gave you some time and got you back online, and you took advantage of it and cruised to a first place on this run. So great job. Again, let's just think about sometimes one turn started too early. Let's get to rise line so we can bring shape back. Sometimes if you turn too early, you end up being late, right? Like you saw. And, the redirect, sometimes you're going to need it for sure. But we try to minimize that, and at least minimize the amount of, your height off the snow that you're in air, let's put it that way. And so we can have a softer landing and engaged right away with pressure on a downhill ski. But great job here on the first run. Awesome to see you get a W.